if you've seen any of my reels, you will have seen kind of my physical transformation, let's just say. So the size that I am at right now physically, I would say that I was at this size, but like, I mean, not even, I got very, very skinny, for those of you that don't know, after I lost my period, coming off the pill. Very skinny, very, very, very unhealthy skinny. If you saw me on the street, you would have thought that I was anorexic, but I actually was eating so much food. I would eat more than my dad. I just wasn't digesting any of it. I had like massive gut issues. And basically, I would eat, and 10 minutes later, like the whole vegetable would essentially come out the other end, and it was not okay. Point is that taking that time out of it, my body as it is physically is, I would say, about the same, probably a little bit, I would say a little bit curvier, which I like, because we go through that second, if you don't know this, we go through a second puberty, um where our hips grow a little bit more when we're about 24, and as women, and we get some like extra curves, so you really can't compare yourself to like your 18-year-old body. Point is though, is that I did a post semi recently, and you'll kind of actually, we'll link it below, you'll kind of actually even see. So basically I posted like my ski accident, then I posted a picture that was about a year after my ski accident. A year? Yeah, about a year after my ski accident, and then like now. And basically, what I was showing is that, so if you look at the video, you'll see me like right after the ski accident, and I was like my healthy size. Okay. So you'll see that picture. And so it's like, okay, she wasn't this size before the ski accident. Then a year later, oh, she's very puffy. You can tell I've put on weight, and you can tell it's like like I'm doing like a puff sign. It's like I'm holding on. Like it's not just, it's kind of, if you look at it, you'll know what I mean. It's a different kind of weight, right? And it, not saying that like I was overweight or anything like that. And also like, let's not shame anyone's body shape, because what I'm trying to say to you guys is that your nervous system can get dysregulated from something outside of your control, which then can cause you to put on weight, even though you're eating the exact same way. So here's the thing, I am eating less healthy now, I would say, than I was even prior to my ski accident. Yeah, and during the healing of my ski accident. Yet I put on a lot of weight like a year after, 2 years after my ski accident, and it wasn't until I actually regulated my nervous system again and brought my body back to safety, and like obviously then COVID happened, all that shit, that I then was able to lose the weight. And like back then, when I was living in Australia pre ski accident, there was no CIT chips. Like there was no seven Sunday cereal. And I use those two as examples because they're not like really, really, really healthy. They're not unhealthy by any means. The ingredients is very clean. But like I will sit down and eat a whole bag of chips, and I have no shame about it. And I will, have a whole bowl of cereal multiple times a week from the seven Sundays. And that wasn't, I didn't have those things when I was living in Australia. In Australia, I was extremely, extremely clean because like they just don't have like as good healthy snacks, if you will. So anyway, my point is that I exercise less now, and I eat a lot more kind of like freely, and I eat a lot more carbs now, and I'm a lot less restricted. I would say that back when I was living in Australia pre-ski accident, I was a lot more restricted still with what I was eating. And I was not allowing myself to eat as many carbs. Now I'm like, give me all the fucking sweet potato, give me all the chips, give me all the rice, give me all the things. And I have lost weight. Like you can see it. You can see it in my face. You can see it in my body. Granted, yes, I've aged. And obviously, as we age, we also kind of, our faces slim out a little bit. But if you look beyond my face, you'll also be able to see it in the rest of my body. Um, Anyway, and you can kind of, more importantly, if you were to look at the energy of both pictures, one, you can tell my body is like stressed and holding on. It's like scared. And what it was scared of was my leg. Like, if you don't know about my ski accident, it was very, very traumatic. And so, and like that the reoccurring surgeries afterwards and the phantom pain and whatever, it was a really challenging time. Um, and so why I'm telling you all of this is because it doesn't just matter about what you're eating. It doesn't matter just about like the diet and how clean the food is and all of that kind of thing. It matters about how your body is digesting it. It also matters, what is your body holding on to? Are you holding on to all of its energetic weight? So you could eat the exact same as how I eat, but if you, like right now, but if you still have a sense of unsafety in your body and dysregulation in your nervous system, then that food isn't going to necessarily do anything for you. It's not going to necessarily make you lose weight. And that's why I hate these YouTube videos or like podcasts of what I eat in a day, because it's making you as a listener think, oh, if I eat like this person, I'm going to then lose all of this weight. But if eating like that person also stresses you out because you don't have that inherent sense of safety, and also you just like don't fucking like how they eat, like you're like, this is not turning me on, then you ain't going to lose the weight. You're actually going to probably gain the weight because you're not even enjoying your relationship with food. And the thing we need to remember about food, especially for women, is that food is a source of pleasure. Are you getting pleasure from your food? A lot of people are not getting pleasure from their food, but you go to Italy, you go to France, you go to like just essentially Europe, Spain, anywhere around there. Oh my God, Greece, the fucking feta. If you go there, are you getting pleasure from your food? Yes, you are orgasming at the table because you are getting the foreplay and the pleasure from the food. But you sit at home and you aren't getting the same experience. That doesn't mean that you need to move to Greece, or maybe it does, or Italy, so definitely Italy. That doesn't mean that you have to do that. It means that you need to bring more pleasure into your relationship with food. And that the answer is not eating donuts and cake. That is not pleasure. That is not you feeling pleasure in your body. Because if you actually connect it to your body doesn't want that. Because that is so fucking hard for it to digest, and it is so dysregulating to your blood sugar and your digestive system and everything else. Your body doesn't want that. Your brain wants it because it wants the fucking quick hit of serotonin. But if you were to tune into your body, it would be like grounding, warming, delicious, nourishing, hearty, full of nutrients kind of food, right? If I'm listening to my body, it will crave things like lamb and like stir fries and curries and like big bowls of vegetables. And it's more of like the energy of the food, like grounding, fresh, you know, hydrating, that kind of thing. That's you listening to your body. Your body isn't fucking craving pizza. Your body's craving something comforting, and it's craving a quick hit of serotonin, maybe. Your brain is, sorry. And so that's why you're thinking, oh, the answer is for me to then give my body pizza. I will say on that note is, if you are struggling with letting go of energetic weight, if you do feel like you have really been trying to lose weight naturally, or you've noticed that after a specific event in your life, maybe you don't even know what the event was, but you've just kind of noticed that from a certain period onwards, you've started to just hold on to weight and kind of get, especially like puffy, it's more of this like puffy weight, then that can be a sign. Like that's a pretty clear sign that you're holding on to something energetic. And in my gut and skin healing classes, you can buy them both together, or you can just buy the gut or just buy the skin. And these healing classes I made for you because I wanted to bring you something that was focusing on the energetic components of gut issues. So like bloating, chronic IBS, digestive issues, and then skin issues like, rashes, acne, eczema, etc., where you've tried all the things, but it's not going away. Now, if you've tried all the things to lose the weight and it's not going away, you would want to be focusing on doing both classes, the gut and the skin, because the skin class, what could be really coming up for you in the skin class is more around like the being seen and the hiding, which could then also be correlating to the weight. And then the gut is really about also the safety piece. So you'd want to be doing the bundle of both of them together. Okay. Obviously, if you can, or if you're in Queen Alchemy, then that's going to be the bee's knees. But if you didn't join this round of Queen Alchemy, or you're not in a position to join the next round of Queen Alchemy even, this is a really, really, really great starting point. Obviously, Queen Alchemy is like the queen of the programs, because we're really healing these things from every fucking angle in so many different specific ways. But there's no specific healing class in Queen Alchemy for gut issues or skin issues. So even if you've done Queen Alchemy and you want a class that you can just keep coming back to for healing around gut stuff or skin stuff, then I would still be joining these classes. They're a great added resource to Queen Alchemy. There's definitely like not overlapping. And what I like about it is that every time you do the class, something else can be coming up because of the way that I've structured the class, and how, if you don't know how I work, it's very much I'm guiding you, but your body's actually healing itself. Like you are healing yourself. So every time you do the class again, something different can be coming up, and it doesn't mean like you won't find the class redundant. Essentially, it's not do it once and never do it again. You actually can do it many times over and over again.